reporting for KD Chats at BreastFest in downtown Toronto. I'm here with Michelle Rothstein, the artistic director of BreastFest. How does it feel to be here tonight at this wonderful exhibit of the SCAR project?
You know what, I actually feel like I have to keep pinching myself because we've worked really, really hard a couple of years to get the exhibit up here. And the fact that it's here and to see it on these beautiful walls at the Edward Day Gallery is extraordinary. And David J is here, the photographer, and it's just so exciting. And all the people that are in the room are the people who helped us bring it here, supporters of Rethink Breast Cancer and donors, and they all made it happen. And every single person made it happen, and it's amazing.
And what was it about these women and these photographs that really stood out to you and really wanted you to bring the exhibit here to Toronto?
Yeah, well, when we showed the film Bearing It All about the making of the SCAR project in 2011, there was a lot of backstory for a lot of these women. And working at the charity at Rethink Breast Cancer, we know what young women go through when they experience breast cancer, but it's not out there in the public that often. Quite often representations of young women are, there's standard representations of breast cancer survivors, right? So it's people going on runs, pink ribbons, all that kind of stuff, which is great. But it was missing that sort of other side of the story of what does it look like. And when we saw it, it was just the reality of what young women go through, and we thought, we need to see this exhibit. We need to show people. We need to have everybody come in the room, experience these images, slowly get more comfortable with these images. And these women are no different than they were beforehand. They're still beautiful, they're still strong, they're still vulnerable. And we wanted people to see that. Yeah.
And tell me a little bit about what we can look forward to for this year's BreastFest.
Well, BreastFest this year has got some great films at the Bloor HOTDOCS cinema. We're showing 5 films. We have a fabulous indie that was at the Tribeca Film Festival called Lily. And the director, Matt Creed, is coming up from New York to do a Q&A, which is exciting. And it's a wonderful piece because it really looks into what happens to a young woman post-treatment. And so we don't actually hear those stories. Everybody thinks the second they're done their chemo, it's over, right? And it's not. It takes a long time to sort of come back to a new normal, if you ever come back to something. So that film is amazing. We're showing a film on mammography and the controversies around it, because there's a lot of confusion right now. Are mammograms the safest way of screening? And we're having a wonderful panel that our executive director, MJ Dakota, is going to be moderating, and it's specifically around some of those confusing pieces and the science behind it. So that's going to be fantastic. We're showing Bearing It All. We're also showing a film called Valleys that talks about the power of telling your story, about a young woman and her best friend who go on sort of like an outward bound trip for young adult cancer survivors, and just kind of hearing what it means for the support person as well as for the person with cancer is very, very powerful. And then we're showing a film called Beyond the Silence that talks about the silences of breast cancer in different ethnic communities, where it's uncomfortable to talk about it, there's shame, maybe you can't go see your doctor, you need a female doctor, male doctor. There's a lot of issues around that, so it's sort of exploring the silences, and we have a panel then as well. So it's great. And then in the gallery, we've got a couple of talks as well. So if you come to the Edward Day Gallery, and we have some fabulous talks, one in and around Reconstruction. And then on Thursday, April 3rd, we have a fabulous panel with Katrina Onstad and Cameron Williamson, who's the editor of Flair, Sarah Liss, who's the editor of The Grid. And they're going to be talking about what does it mean to be beautiful? How are women portrayed in the media? How do images like the SCAR project enter the conversation? That's going to be fabulous.
And where's the best place for us to find out more information online?
Best question. BreastFest.ca.
Great. Well, thank you so much. Congratulations on an amazing festival, and best of luck.
And thanks for always coming out. It's really nice.
Thank you for having me.